Guys, right, without further ado, let's get on with making some oobleck. So, 2 ingredients for this. You are going to need water, and you are going to need cornflour or cornstarch, depending where you are in the world. And that is pretty much it. Optional food colouring. If you wanted to give it a bit of a spooky theme, then go for it. Right, I'm going to use a flat dish today. If you've got like a washing up bowl or a deeper baking tray, you can put it in there as well. Ideally you want something waterproof, because it's an odd one, oobleck. It's like a solid into a liquid, into a solid, into a liquid. So it's a great STEM activity as well. So you can teach certainly your preschoolers about the concept of solids and liquids. But it's just one of those weird and wonderful things. Okay, into your tray, put 2 cups of water. So let's start with that, 2 cups of water. Now at this point, if you are making coloured oobleck, put your food dye in now and give it a good mix, okay? There are 2 options with this. With your toddlers, I would put the food colouring in now. But certainly with your preschoolers, once I've made the oobleck, I would probably put some dots of food dye in and let them have a go at mixing it all together and seeing what patterns and colours they create. So for example, if you put blue and red together, you could let them mix it up to see what colours that makes, red and yellow together. So then you're talking about primary colours and mixing them together and introducing that concept as well. So it's just such a great versatile substance. I love oobleck. Okay, so there's 2 cups of water in here. I'll put the food colouring in now. Let's go for green. Let's go for swampy green. Let's go for swampy green today. So get that in. Got a green. And give that a mix. If you've got a whisk or a wooden spoon, okay, you need something to whisk it into. So give that a good mix around. And then, ooh, bubble, bubble. So there's my green in there, if you can see that. I think you can. And then I'm going to add in 1 cup of cornstarch. Now, these are always approximate, so you can add in more, you can add in less, but start with the basics first. That's it. There we go, 1 cup, everything's rough with me. 1 cup of cornstarch or cornflour, and that's it. Now all you do is mix. You give that a good mix. And you will already, oh my goodness, it starts to get stuck. I'm going to use words, it starts to stick. It's like it's already binding together. And you'll find it quite hard to try and whisk it in. But once it's in, that's it, it's in, it's done. Take it in, give it a good mish, mash, mush. Yeah. And now it looks like a swamp. It's got the colour of a swamp. I'll get the phone in just a minute just to show you what it's turned out to be like, okay? So this is what, excuse me, it looks like now. Okay. You'll feel it sticking at the bottom, but that's essentially your oobleck done. And then it's just a question of you getting your hands in initially to see if it will hold. If it doesn't hold, then what you'll need to do is add in some more cornflour or cornstarch. So let's get our hands in. Right, it's not holding. There's nothing in here that's holding. So I'm going to need to add in some more cornstarch. Now, this you can be quite freehand with. So I've got probably about 1/4 of a cup there. Let's mix that in. There we go. Mix, 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 mix. Okay. Again, it's not quite where I need it to be. It's starting to come together. I suspect it might be 2 cups at this rate. So I'll put another cup. And let's see how this one goes. Right, here we go. So that's now 2 cups of water and 2 cups of cornstarch. Okay, and you can feel at the bottom now it's starting to stick. It's starting to be a bit more of a solid, but really we want a bit more cornstarch in there. So it's starting to come together. It should be the case that when you pick it up, it holds and then it kind of just spreads itself out. So I'll put a bit more in. So I say that's probably now 2.5 cups. Like I said, I always start small and then I add in. It's a difficulty with oobleck and some of these things, if you add it in the first instance, it's very difficult to get it back. There we go, right, here we go. So now we've got it holding, it's starting to hold. Okay, so you've got some, it's starting to hold. It could probably do with having a bit more corn flour. I would probably say add in probably another cup of corn flour. You want it to the point where you're picking it up, it will solidify in your hands, and then it drops out. Some more cornstarch here, done in real time. Cornstarch. So this will probably take you about 5 minutes to make. Now what's happening here, I'm going to show you how it's coming together. You can see that it's starting to clump and it's starting to thicken. If you can see that, I hope you can. Now we're getting the oobleck where we want it to. So we need to give it a good old mix in. It's like it's sticking. Put that back. Give that. Now it's getting harder. Oh, there we are. Harder to mix. Okay, now you can get in with your hands. Okay, so now, here we go. We have oobleck. It's like you're picking it up and it's a very soft putty, but then it just dissolves away.